Throughout civilization, banking has been one of the lifebloods of society. From this to this to this, money changing hands has defined how the retail banking system works. But hand-to-hand old-school transactions are becoming a thing of the past thanks to new advances in technology. One of the biggest spenders on technology is the financial services industry. In the past decade, spending on tech has seen more than a tenfold increase to $19 billion. Citi Bank and its expansive global network is one of the leading players in this tech revolution.
There's definitely opportunities to remove humans in some of the transactions. We really do need to take cost out of that middle and back office of doing simple, repetitive, rules-based transactions and move those people into other roles.
These other roles he's talking about are more complex advisory jobs that employees are being retrained to do. Think of transactions along the lines of setting up your first mortgage.
I think that there's a natural fear around some of the degree of change that people need to go through, but it's critical to focus on how do we retrain, redeploy and re-energize them to do functions that we simply can't use systems and technology to do. Banks need to become more efficient, and so we are looking at those sorts of technologies like robo-advisory, messaging frameworks, self-service, automation, etc., to help streamline some of those middle and back office functions.
With mobile banking enabling customers to do what they need to do away from bank branches, there is something to be said for job concerns. In a Citi report out earlier this year, researchers warned that developed market banks could cut branch numbers by up to 50% by 2025. And that's raising red flags about the impact on bank jobs. But at least for now, the human touch remains integral to operations. One survey shows that 87% of consumers plan to use their current branch in the future. And when they go, they say they expect a one-on-one interaction with a human teller.
Human behaviours change in a more linear fashion, and so humans still want and expect to be able to call a person, get the sort of advice or consultative approach required for some of the more sophisticated or complex financial services products. And so one of the key things that we're doing is trying to free up our people from the simple, repetitive, large volume administrative functions and move them more into the advisory, consultative, contextual and design.
Citibank employees are retrained by a range of educational classes to help them expand their skill sets to be more relevant as the bank expands the remits of its stable employees.
There's probably two broad themes around where people will be really focused. One is to deal with people and to manage people, and I call that managing our business model. And the second is around the design, the development and optimization of technology and systems to provide that automation through the middle and back office.
But even as the scope of its jobs changes, Citi says branches remain vital. That said, the industry does have reason to streamline its retail banks. Research shows productivity has been stagnant for the past 5 years. Citi says this is where its smart branches come in, a concept the bank rolled out in 2010. Think of them like high-tech, futuristic banks with the vibe of an Apple store.
We will start to build out both greater connectivity in a digital sense, but still retain a role at the hub of people's financial health and well-being, which will still be a largely humanized relationship.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.